Wiggly, Wiggly, Squiggly's adventure today?
Oh, well, today they go to a birthday party, and it's for Patty Pig's dolls, her Cabbage Patch dolls. Now, most all you little girls out there, you know what Cabbage Patch dolls look like, and Patty Pig had two dolls, one from her grandmama and one from her, who gave her the other doll?
Aunt?
I think it was, who?
Her aunt?
Her aunt. That is exactly right, her aunt. So neither did the aunt nor GrandMommy know that they both were buying Cabbage Patch dolls. But thank goodness they looked different. And one's name was, let me see now, Margaret Sophia. I'm glad you remembered. And the other girl was named
Edna.
Oh, that's right, Edna Nellie. I know that I knew these names, but I couldn't think of them. GrandMommy's just getting kind of old, you know. Well, anyway, Piggly and Wiggly and Squiggly said, well, Mama, Piggy, what do we bring to a doll's birthday party? And why do boys have to come? And Mama Piggy says, now, boys, you are a good friend with Patty. You know that I can't look this way. You know that she is your friend, and you should always, you know, do what your friends invite you to do. So you're going to go to the party. You're going to be big and brave, and you're going to go to the party. Oh, Piggly says. Oh, Wiggly says. And Squiggly says, ah. And Mama Piggy says, ah, you're going to the party. Well, they got to the party. They got to Patty Pig's house, and there was the little bad wolf and Sadie Skunk and her sister Sally. Sally was the biggest. And Frankie Fox and Allie the alligator and Ollie the otter. They were all there. And there was a birthday cake, a great big birthday cake, because there was two of them. Oh my gracious sakes. The dolls stood up there on the table, and they had their best dresses on. And Piggly and Wiggly and Squiggly, they looked at each other and they go, I don't believe I'm looking at two dolls sitting on a table with a cake in the middle. And Little Bad Wolf says, oh, I think it's exciting. Aren't you boys excited to have a birthday party for the two dolls? I think it's wonderful. And they looked at Little Bad Wolf and they said, Little Bad Wolf, are you sick today? Do you have a temperature? And Little Bad Wolf says, I don't think it's wrong at all. I think dolls are nice. So Little Bad Wolf walked off. Frankie Fox, he came up to the boys and he said, isn't this something? This is going to be a great birthday party. I think it's wonderful. And they looked at him and they thought, And here comes Allie the alligator. Piggly, Wiggly, and Squiggly says, Allie the alligator, he'll be on our side. And Allie the alligator says, wow, what a good-looking cake that is. Whew, I can't wait to taste that cake. And isn't this fun? Two dolls having a birthday on the same day. Wow, I never thought I would see that day. That is pretty doggone good. So, they just didn't, the piggies just didn't know what to say. Everybody, all the boys were liking the idea of having a doll's birthday party. Well, they kind of got in a little huddle, and they started whispering, and Piggly says to Wiggly, I think maybe we better join in. We at least better pretend. And Squiggly says, do you think we can pretend to really like this party? And Squiggly says, well, I think we can try to pretend. And so they went over and they kind of stood there, you know, and they were listening to all the boys and girls talk and have fun. And so they finally kind of talked a little bit, and they were talking, and all of a sudden, Mama Piggy, Patty's mama, came out, and she had a knife to cut the cake, and she had plates for all the boys and girls. And so they had to sing happy birthday to Ellie, Edna Nellie, Margaret Sophia. They had to sing happy birthday. And those names are hard. GrandMommy can't even pronounce those names. So they got through the song, and so now Piggly and Wiggly kind of felt you know, that they were doing the right thing, and Squiggly was having a ball already. And so I'm sorry boys and girls. Anyway, they ate their cake and they played a few games, and of course the dolls couldn't open their own present, and so Patty Pig had to open up the presents, and of course you know what it was. It was more doll clothes. And thank goodness, since Mrs. Piggy already knew about the invitation, she had made little doll dresses for the girls. So Piggly, Wiggly, and Squiggly, that was their present for them. And anyway, they went outside and they played a game of hide and go seek. And Patty Pig, she carried both the dogs with her so she could play hide and go seek with them. And that was pretty funny right there. And I think we really should start over on the whole story, but anyway. I am so sorry, boys and girls. This has been not a good story today. But they went home, and Mama Piggy had a surprise for them. This was a really big day. They went to a birthday party for the dolls, and then Mama Piggy says, I happened to get 4 free tickets to the movies because I did some sewing for Mrs. Fox. And she didn't have enough money, so she had 4 movie tickets. So she gave me the movie tickets. And so we are going to see Star Trek.
I love Star Trek.
I've always wanted to see Star Trek, Squiggly said. And Wiggly and Piggly says, oh boy, oh boy, oh boy, oh boy, I've heard so much about Star Trek, oh boy, oh boy, oh boy, oh boy. Now, all you mummies and daddies out there, and you bigger boys and girls who think Star Wars is so good, well, you ain't seen nothing yet. You gotta go see the Star Trek movies.
Yay.
So anyway, they ate supper, and off they go to the Star Trek movie.
Movie pooty.
Oh my gracious sakes, those boys, they had such a great time, and it was such a good movie. And they got out and they got in the car and they drove home, and they were all excited, and they said, oh boy, we had such a special day. First day was Patty Pig's doll's birthday party, and secondly, we got to go to the movies. This has been a really great day. And so they got home and they got their jammies on, and they went to upstairs. They went to bed, And they got up the next morning, and Mommy Pig says, today we're going to have a different breakfast.
Ooh.
And it had been a long time since she fixed waffles. Now, I think everybody knows what waffles look like. They're round, and they got little square holes in them. They're awful good. Yes, and so you put butter on top of them, and then you put honey on top of that. Not honey, syrup. Syrup would be better.
Yeah.
Anyway, it's real good. So they ate their waffles, and they went outside to play, and they got to brag to all the boys and girls, to Little Bad Wolf, and to Allie the Alligator, and Patty Pig, and Sally Skunk, and Ollie the Otter, and Frankie Fox. They got to brag about them going to Star Wars last night. And so, oh my God. Oh my heavens above. I said Star Wars. Lord, heaven help me. Phew. They went to Star Trek. This is bizarre. Anyway, boys and girls, poor GrandMommy is having such trouble today that I think we're going to end right there. But I can tell you right now what the next story is going to be about, because GrandMommy's been thinking real hard about it. And you know that we have never found out where Little Bad Wolf lives.
Oh, yeah.
And if you boys and girls have remembered and followed the stories, Little Bad Wolf was in an orphanage, and he ran away, and he was put in the orphanage because Mama had died, and his daddy just didn't know what to do and how to raise a little wolf. And so Little Bad Wolf ran away from the orphanage. I'm sorry, people. My crew members are just absolutely, both of them are laughing over here. Anyway, we will find out Wednesday and probably Friday about where Little Bad Wolf lives, because he hides and nobody knows. Not even Mr. Farmer Brown knows where he lives. Now, Mr. Farmer Brown's very smart, so he has an idea where he lives. So, boys and girls, this is enough of giggles and laughter for today. We will see you Wednesday with Little Bad Wolf. Bye.
Bye.